The film opens with a couple rushing into a hospital. The woman, Kate, is in labor, about to give birth. But something feels wrong the moment she walks in. There are bloodstains everywhere. The atmosphere is unsettling. Then the worst happens. The baby is born, lifeless. Kate breaks down instantly. She screams, cries, completely shattered. Suddenly she wakes up. It was just a nightmare. Shaken and breathing heavily, Kate gets out of bed and walks to the bathroom, trying to calm herself. But the truth is even more painful. This isn't just a bad dream. It already happened. They really did lose their third child. Kate is unable to move on. To escape the pain, she starts taking drugs, trying to numb her emotions. But instead of helping, it only weakens her mentally. She attends counseling sessions regularly, trying to get better. Kate is already a mother to 2 children. She has a young deaf daughter and a son. Despite everything, she wants to be a good mother. She wants to give them the love they deserve. But the emptiness left by her third child never goes away. One day, she suggests something to her husband. Maybe they should adopt a child. Not necessarily a newborn, even an older child would be fine. She just wants to fill that empty space in their lives. After some thought, her husband agrees. They visit an orphanage. There are many children there, each with their own story. That's when they meet a girl named Esther. She looks about 9 or 10 years old, calm, polite, and surprisingly mature for her age. As they talk to her, they feel an instant connection. Esther speaks confidently, comfortably, almost like she already belongs with them. The couple feels hopeful for the first time in a long while. Maybe this girl can bring light back into their lives. They speak with the orphanage caretaker to learn more about her. The caretaker explains that Esther is very intelligent and well-mannered. She's cheerful, but also far more mature than other children her age. Her family died in an accident, and she somehow survived. Though she's from Russia, she speaks English fluently. Everything sounds perfect, so they bring Esther home. At first, things seemed good. Kate's younger daughter is excited. She finally has a sister, but her son feels the opposite. He becomes distant, jealous, worried that his parents will love him less now. He doesn't warm up to Esther at all. One night, while Kate and her husband are in their room, Esther comes in with the younger daughter. "Mom, we're scared. We can't sleep." Kate immediately comforts them and lets them stay. But not everything is as innocent as it seems. One day, Kate's son is outside in the woods near their house, playing with a gun. He fires at random objects until suddenly, he hits a pigeon. The bird falls, injured and struggling. The boy runs toward it, panicking. Esther and the younger girl arrive shortly after. Esther picks up a stone and hands it to him. "Finish it," she says calmly. "Otherwise it will keep suffering." The boy refuses. He can't do it. Without hesitation, Esther takes the stone and crushes the bird's head herself. In that moment, something dark shows beneath her calm exterior. At school, another girl starts bullying Esther. She mocks her, then suddenly grabs her neck. Esther lets out a terrifying scream, loud enough to scare everyone in the room. Back at home, Kate grows more attached to Esther. She treats her like her own child, caring for her deeply. One day, she even takes Esther to visit her third child's grave. As soon as Esther sees it, she begins to cry. Kate is deeply moved. She hugs her tightly. In that moment, their bond feels real, like nothing could break it. But Esther continues to behave in strange ways. One night, she appears in Kate's room, watching her and her husband, then quietly leaves. When Kate follows her, Esther simply says, "Don't worry. I understand everything." Her words feel far too mature for a child. The next day, at the park, things take a darker turn. The same girl who bullied Esther appears again. Esther stares at her, then suddenly pushes her off a slide. The girl is seriously injured. That night at dinner, Esther calmly says it was an accident. The younger daughter supports her story. But Kate's son knows the truth. He calls her a liar. Instead of believing him, his parents force him to apologize. Hurt and angry, he leaves the table. From that point on, things begin to spiral. The orphanage caretaker calls and later visits them. She apologizes, admitting she should have told them earlier. There were always strange incidents around Esther. The caretaker even suspects that Esther has a way of controlling people. Unseen, Esther listens to everything. Later, she takes the younger daughter, a gun, and the keys to a treehouse. When the caretaker leaves in her car, Esther pushes the little girl into the road. The caretaker swerves, loses control. Before she can react, Esther attacks her and brutally kills her. All of this, right in front of the child. The little girl is terrified, but Esther calmly tells her nothing happened. It had to be done. From that moment, the danger becomes real. Kate's son begins to suspect the truth. He watches Esther closely, but Esther notices. That night, she sneaks into his room with a blade. "If you tell anyone, I'll kill you." Terrified, he stays silent. As Esther's behavior grows more disturbing, Kate and her husband take her to a counselor, but Esther manipulates the situation perfectly, making it seem like Kate is unstable and abusive. The counselor believes her. Kate's husband begins to doubt his own wife. Soon after, the police start investigating the caretaker's disappearance. Kate and her husband grow uneasy. The caretaker had visited their house right before she disappeared, and now something feels wrong. They decide to investigate Esther's past. Kate suggests contacting the Russian orphanage she came from. After searching everywhere, they uncover something shocking. No girl named Esther exists. It's like she was never there. One day, Esther brings home flowers. Kate immediately recognizes them. They were taken from her dead child's grave. She snaps, tries to grab them, but her husband stops her. Broken, Kate runs to the grave and collapses in tears. Later, Esther tells her husband that Kate attacked her. She shows fake injuries she made herself. He believes her. Slowly, he begins to distance himself from Kate, and she starts drinking again. At school drop-off, Esther suddenly shifts the car into reverse with the younger daughter inside. The car rolls backward out of control before crashing into snow. Kate is terrified. Now she's sure someone is ruining her life. A counselor is called. After observing everything, they suggest rehab for Kate. She denies drinking, but no one believes her. Meanwhile, Kate's son learns the truth through his sister's drawings. He realizes Esther is dangerous and goes to the treehouse to find proof. At the same time, Kate searches Esther's room and finds a book linked to an institution. It's not an orphanage. It's a psychiatric hospital. Before she can act, Esther burns the evidence in the treehouse and locks the boy inside. The place catches fire. He barely escapes injured. Kate arrives just in time and saves him, stopping Esther from finishing him. She rushes him to the hospital. Still, her husband refuses to believe her. Esther has already manipulated him. At the hospital, Esther tries to kill the boy again, but fails. Kate finally snaps and slaps her. Doctors sedate Kate and admit her, believing she's unstable. Her husband stays by Esther's side. That night, Esther appears dressed like an adult, acting disturbingly. Her husband is uncomfortable and walks away. At the hospital, Kate gets the truth. Esther is not a child. She's a 33-year-old woman with a condition that stopped her growth. She has been pretending to be a child, manipulating families, and killing them. Kate is told to call the police. Back home, Esther reveals her true self. When Kate's husband confronts her, she kills him. The younger daughter sees everything and hides. Kate returns, finds her husband dead, and desperately searches for her daughter. Suddenly, Esther shoots her. The girl hides in a greenhouse. Despite her injury, Kate climbs onto the roof and crashes through to save her. Kate grabs her daughter and tries to escape. But Esther wakes up. The final fight begins. The girl fires a gun but misses. The bullet cracks a frozen pond. Both fall under. Kate fights back, hitting Esther until she goes still. Esther sinks and disappears. Kate pulls herself out, exhausted, and holds her daughter tightly. Together, they walk away. The nightmare is finally over.